everyone, I'm Kiera.
And I'm Quan, and we are the Sutherland Kingdompreneurs. And you may be asking, what are the Sutherland Kingdompreneurs? Well, the Sutherland Kingdompreneurs are built off three core principles. And so the first principle is marriage. So we want to give you encouragement and give you advice, and also let you know the ups and downs, and let you into our marriage and the process that we went through. So the second thing we want to talk about is parenting. We are parents of three beautiful children, right? And so we want to encourage parents and lift up parents, and also give them advice, and to help them out during this time, especially those that may be frustrated during the quarantine. And so the next thing we want to talk about is building business, right? So a lot of people want to know how to start their own home-based business. Well, what you probably didn't know is that me and my wife here are both self-employed, and we both have a home-based business. And so I want my wife to go ahead and start off first, and just pretty much just let you know her journey and where it started for her, and obtaining her home-based business, and starting that idea, and what inspired that idea.
All right, so about 4.5 years ago, I took a leap of faith and I left my job. I During it when I left my job, I had no idea of how our family would be supported on just my husband's income, and I had no idea what I was doing. But I prayed, I wrote down my ideas, my visions, my goals, and I submitted them to God. And that's when a few months down the line, He gave me Keys Creations. And Keys Creations is pretty much it started off as a glass business where I was creating glasses and mugs, and then it became a t-shirt business, a jewelry business, lots of things. And the process was not easy to get where Keys Creations is today, but Sutherland Kingdompreneurs also stem from my husband leaving his job, and I'll let you share that with him.
So yeah, so a lot of people know and a lot of people don't know. I left my full time job. I left my full time job making $60,000 a year, and so that may sound crazy to you. That may sound like, hey, you're crazy, and I take that. A lot of people called me crazy, but it was a leap of faith. It was a leap of faith. It was really trusting in God. Trusting in God, and pretty much following Him with all my heart, follow me with all my heart, and what He told me to do. And so I stepped out on faith. And now I'm in a position. And now, for a lot of y'all, you follow me on social media platforms, that you see that I do stocks, and I'm in the stock market, and I also teach stock classes. If you're looking forward to know anything about stock market and during this time, it's a great opportunity and a great time to get in. And so that is a part of that's a part of my business. I also have a home-based business called Sutherland Solutions. And so now what we really want to focus on in the next topic that we want to talk about, we want to talk about where this journey began, right? Yeah, I mean, everybody know about us now, right? But nobody knows where this all got started at, right? And so we wanted to just, you know what? I let her share this, because if I share it, she could be like, you over exaggerating, and that sometimes I do that. I do that, right? I over exaggerate what I'm talking about sometimes a lot. So I'm gonna let her share it, but listen, y'all, listen. I still got my story. I still got mine. I know what's true, right? I know what's true. So, Kiara, just share with the audience, and the people that's watching, where did this all started? Where we met each other at?
Well, we met each other in high school, but we really met each other in the club.
In the club?
Because we were partying, and we weren't supposed to be partying.
I used to party?
We got to pass, y'all.
Yeah, we got to pass, y'all. Yeah, we do.
So we were high school sweethearts. Well, we met our senior year of high school, and we kicked it off just like this. We were head over heels for each other.
That
And
is true.
I will say we are not that couple that were high school sweethearts and we graduated high school, had a family, got married, and we just lived happily ever after. There has been a lot of growth on his end and my end. We've been together since we were 17, so we have literally watched each other grow from childish kids to mature adults.
That is true.
And I'll just let you add your.
What I want to add to that is that marriage is hard work. If you think you're gonna get into marriage and you're not going to do no work on it, then just expect it to fail. I'm being honest and being truthful with you. Just expect it to fail. You have to work on your marriage every day. Every day. We are working on our marriage. We are going and pushing towards a goal, and that's the goal is to strengthen our marriage. And so it's a lot of key components that makes a strong marriage, in which we will probably talk about in later videos. We're not gonna really give all that information out on this one, but like I said, and also I'm gonna let people know is that it's no such thing as a perfect marriage, right? And people probably look at us like these guys here, they just so perfect, they got everything, right? It's no such thing as a perfect marriage, right? But we have a strong marriage. We have a strong marriage, and we are two people that will not give up on each other. Even though I was at my lowest in life, she didn't give up on me, and I didn't give up on her. When she was down and out, and when she probably gonna share with you the process that she went through, because she went through a process. Actually, after she left her job in 2016, she went through a down season, pretty much, and it was a struggle for her. And so I just share with them that process that she went through, trying to do a home-based business and raise kids at the same time.
So doing a home based business and trying to raise kids was extremely hard. Also trying to working on your marriage too with kids and a home based
That's
business is
true.
extremely hard because you got to give your attention to your husband, your kids, your businesses, and you don't know everything. You do not know everything. You never will know everything, but beginning your home based business, you learning so much. You learning what to do and what not to do. So it was extremely hard. At times it could be frustrating. It could be very depressing. And I'm just thankful for having people in my corner to push me and to motivate me and encourage me. And even now, having three kids, that was a very big adjustment. And trying to even work multiple businesses now with multiple kids, it's not easy. But once you install a schedule into your life, it makes it not extremely easy, but it makes it a lot more easier. So, you got anything you want
And
to?
so, what I want to add to that is that it's very important to establish a system that your family will operate off of, because it was a time that we didn't have a system. We didn't have a system, so everybody just done what the heck they want
Chaos.
to do, just chaos, right? And so, one of the things I had to do when leaving my job and coming home was, I had to really focus on family, and family was my main focus, before the business aspect and even launching my businesses. I wanted to focus on my family. I wanted to put a system in play. I want to put a system in play, and also I had to adjust to the system that were already in play and implement that my wife had put into action, because I worked tons of hours, tons of hours. I was hardly ever home, to pretty much, to be here with the kids. And I missed out on a lot of things, through my years of working. And so I started out working at a young age. I started out working when I was 15 years old. 15 years old, but I was my first child was born 8 years ago, so that was around about 2011, and she'll be 9 this year. And so 2011, right? And I missed a lot of things out of that from working. For working, y'all, I missed a lot of things. I missed my daughter's first steps. I missed my daughter first time calling me daddy. I missed that. I missed that. That hurt my heart right there. Now it hurt my heart. And so it led on. It led on even to my kids now. Even my youngest one, Kaylee, I missed a lot of things that she done by working a lot of hours in the factory, right? So I do not take this time for granted. And listen, do not take that time for granted that you're home with your kids now. A lot of us is in quarantine. Do not take that time for granted, y'all, because it's time. Time is something that you cannot get back, and your kids need a love and attention and affection, and they look for that. And so that was something they was missing out from me for over 10 years. 10 years they were missing that out from their father, love and attention. And because of it, I mean, it was just, I had a hectic schedule. I was the only, it was about 8 years. Excuse me, let me correct that. 8 years where they were missing out on that. Well, I say 10 because even you were missing out on that too when I used to work too. So I say 8 years. She was missing out on me too, being the significant other that she wanted me to be and the husband that she needed me to be. So sometimes we can let our job and occupation, especially as men, we got an ego that we are the provider. But yeah, we also the provider, but we also have responsibilities in our homes. We also have responsibilities to love on our kids, love our spouses as well. And we should love them as Christ so loved the church. We should love our wives. We should show that love to them. And even to our kids, we should show that love. And so also, I want to say this, and then I'm going to pass it back to my wife. So during that time that she was doing that, I want to say that I used to always say that she would never really do anything but sitting at home. Sitting at home, when I got home from work, I was like, hey, babe, what you do all day, But now that I'm home with kids, y'all, I see what she was going through. I'm home with my kids now, and I'm telling you, they are ball of energy. They everywhere. I'm running behind them, and I gotta keep up with them, y'all. And I see what she went through, and I appreciate her. And I appreciate her what she's done over the past 8 years. She's a superwoman. She's really a superwoman. She's my superwoman, and I really do appreciate her for what she's done. And so I'm gonna pass it back to you. And do you have anything else you want to talk about in this introduction, or do you want to go ahead and let them know what the next video is gonna be about?
Well, I just want to tell you all to stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. I know we have so much more to discuss with you guys. We got a whole book to discuss.
We got a whole book. Like, this is something that y'all listen. This is something that you do not want to miss out on. Is we really gonna be vulnerable with y'all. We really be vulnerable. We really want y'all to know that that we care. That we care and that we are here to help.
And we just want to inspire and just encourage other couples, other marriages. We just want to just let you all know that you can make it.
You can make it. You can make it. We made it from what we had to overcome. You can make it. Like I said, just keep God as your focus, and He will direct your path. He will. And like my daughter, she just snuck up in here. See, that's this quarantine thing, right, y'all? We can't even do a live video on YouTube and just record one without the kids around. And I don't mind them being in here. I don't mind it at all. Like I said, I don't take this time lightly at all. The time I'm home with them. And so we just want to share that with you. Y'all stay tuned to our next video. And I believe our next video we'll talk about. We'll go a little bit more into our journey. We'll go a little bit more into our journey. We'll go into a little more detail more than what we talked about today when we got together, right? We're gonna talk about a little bit more in the years. Some of the things that we had to go through, even in the dating stage, y'all. We're gonna talk about the dating stage because dating is important. The dating stage that you go through before you get married is important. Leading up into your marriage, it is important. So we're gonna share that. That's the next video. It's gonna be about actually dating. And so y'all subscribe, y'all subscribe, hit the subscribe button and share this on any social media platform. That would be a big help, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in. And we do from the sincereness from our heart. We do love y'all, and we do care, and we want to inspire y'all and let you know that it's nothing too hard when you have God backing you in your marriage, and He's the foundation. And so, thank y'all for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.